David Hogg Reddit post, and it was confirmed, a Reddit post, Paul Joseph Watson confirmed it, celebrates mosquitoes killing billions of humans. Look at what he said in his Reddit post right down here. What is a positive reason for mosquitoes to exist? And David Hogg tweeted or Reddited, they kill humans, billions of them, which is great for the environment. See this? He's actually in a cult. He's in the environmental cult.
I don't get it. I thought he was trying to save lives.
No, he's not. He wants them. He's a depopulation cultist.
Then the Parkland shooting should have been good as far as he's concerned.
It should have been, according to his logic. But it shows you the mindset of this kid who has been brainwashed into a cult. He's into the liberal leftist cults, an atheistic cult of environmentalism, vegetarianism, or some type of animal rights, environmentalism, animal rights, depopulation, organic food for them, but everybody else has to eat GMO foods. And now it's confirmed. This kid, his dad is in the FBI. His mom works for CNN.
Well, guns are bad, but mosquitoes are good. I'm still trying to figure this out.
Yeah, he wants billions of people to die. He has such a vitriol hatred for humanity because he's part of this whole Gaia cult. Where the environment is a living organism and the nature is Mother Earth. And she's this beautiful goddess that we're all ravaging and we're destroying her. And she's just trying to live and she's just trying to be peaceful and exist. And it's the bad humans, which are the virus, and they're overcoming the earth and they're destroying poor goddess Gaia. We have to save her, you see. We have to save goddess Gaia. And she's the earth. It's this pantheistic, animistic, ancient religion, of course, which is then not all the people in it, but at the highest levels, is tied into Luciferianism and Satanism. And here you go, the hating of the Christians, the hating of people, depopulate everybody. Human beings are destroying the environment. Anthropogenic change needs to be taxed. We need to have climate change and carbon taxes, and we need to make people poorer, and we have to sterilize them so they have no babies, and feed them GMO foods and fluoridated water so they become sterilized. African people shouldn't have children. It's like this. It's this whole cult of Henry Kissinger, Carol Quigley, Bill Clinton, Obama, Gates, Bill Gates. I mean, it's this whole elitist cult, and they pride themselves on being atheistic, scientific people. Well, we believe in science, you see. It's like that anarcho-communist who's also part of that cult as well. We know it's not really a centralized cult. We know these are disparate organizations that have the same consensus driving force, which is, of course, the hatred of human beings, the hatred of people, which justifies, in their minds, the reason why they should rule over human beings, because they're so evil and so wicked. So they have a good moral reason to rule over them with centralized governments and centralized power. Because they're the compassionate good doers, you see. They're the compassionate do-gooders that just want to try to help the environment. And they've got to just stop these wicked human beings from doing all this, creative stuff. And you've got to stop these wicked human beings from creating all this new wealth and creating new technology. You got to stop it. You got to stop it, okay? Because it's hurting the environment. So, again, David Hogg is being exposed. This kid he's been raised, I think he's brainwashed. I mean, he's a victim. But he's been brainwashed in the leftist, anti-human, scientific cult. But this was so funny. They say they're scientific, right? But they want to break up the family. They want to break up nuclear marriage, nuclear families and the institution of marriage, which scientifically is the safest place for children. You see that? This was so hilarious. And then you have the radical ones like the anarcho-carbonists, like that Cambodian kid, who's out there saying pedophilia and bestiality is consensual sex, so it should be completely legalized. Going against all science, by the way. And then in the next sentence, he says he's an atheist because he's scientific. And he believes science tells the truth. Well, they don't want to hear the science on how devastating pedophilia is for children. Okay. They don't want to hear the science on human beings, are not the issue for the environment. They're not the greatest polluters. Guess who the greatest polluters? Government. Government is the greatest. They don't want to hear that. You see, they don't want to hear the stats. It's only science for them when it confirms their atheistic beliefs so they can live their sexual free sex life. At least, what was his name? Aldous Huxley was honest about the fact that he embraced an atheistic framework so that he would not be morally accountable to a God, and so he can bang as many girls as he wants or have gay sex as many times as he wants. See, this is the real reason why these bozos want atheism, and they love atheism. Clothed in the visage or in the guise of science. Oh, I'm intellectually honest, see. That's why I'm an atheist, because I believe in science, but only when the science matches up with my atheistic ideology, which is basically a cult. You see what I'm saying? When the science doesn't match up with you, for example, most of the atheists have no problem with breaking up nuclear families or destroying the institution of marriage between man and woman. They have no problem with that. When statistically and scientifically, we can show through actual science, statistical evidence, that that is the most dangerous environment for children. They will go on moral crusades saying that they want to protect the children and they want to save them. That's why you should be disarmed. Yet they'll create the environment which is most hazardous for children. I mean, they are just out of this world insane. I mean, they're out of this world lunatics. And they want to criticize us for being a cult, or evangelical Christians as being a cult, and they want to run around with free reign, ruling over everybody, looming over everybody, because they're the ones who think that they can see everything while everybody else is in a sleep and a slumber or under mind control.